is going to the globalization, not very fast. So we have to help them. We have to help Korean society to become more global. Globalization is very important.
Yes.
Multiculturalism is very important in everywhere.
Yes.
But as I mentioned you, Korea doesn't have that much enough experience like European countries. Living together is very new issue in Korea. Living with different countries people, accept all different nations, even from the African people, black people. Unfortunately, we couldn't come to the enough level in Korea. Still we have some discrimination. So we have to solve all this problem all together, all with our like unification. So GBA is now became one of the sound of the foreigners. We have Korean CEOs in the GBA as a member.
Yes.
We have global like us as a business people from different countries. We have also diplomats and also startups and YouTubers and influencers all together. So GBA now from 68 countries people are together, around 300 members, very actively doing some business in GBA. I want to recommend all African people or foreigners who has a plan come to Korea. I strongly recommend them. Please come to Korea. Please join us. Help us to make Korea more global. Also create your business in this country. Live in this country. We need you. And this country in 10-20 years will be more global. Accept all foreigners from different nations and different colors. So these days is like, how can I say, as a pregnant woman, feeling some pain, right? But at the end of this painful, there is a beauty. God giving us to that family as a beautiful gift. Same situation. These days in Korea, maybe 10 years for the future, will be like a pregnant term, little painful, little stressful, but the future will be so nice in Korea.
Wow, really, it's great. Before lifting this GBA issue, really, I observed that this starting from the foundation, it's a very big progress for GBA. Even if this weekend, always I have seen that there are different kinds of agreements, for startups, even if place of arrangement with different areas, so many things. So, could you tell us really some more about GBA, a little bit, some highlights if you didn't mention of them, and what is the big plan in the future?
Okay, your questions are amazing. You make good preparation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
2.5 million foreigners. We have some problem in this country. For example, the educated people getting a job is not easy in Korea. For labor one, because we have some different characters of the foreigners. First of all, we have around 500,000 the factory workers.
Okay.
But they do very hard job. Factory workers like 500,000. We have like 1.5 million married people, international marriage, Korean and other country marriage and
like marriage
immigrants. Yeah, exactly. And few number we have like expats, the foreigners who are working in the Korean companies, and very small number business people, entrepreneurs. And also another very small number is the startups. So workers, immigrant people, marriage people, expats, startups and business people and diplomats. All these people are 2.5 million. For the factory work, getting a job is very easy in Korea. Because Korean now, they become a development country. They don't work in the factory. They don't want to do 3D job. We say 3D. Dirty, dangerous, and difficult job. 3D. This 3D, dirty, difficult, and dangerous job, Korean, they don't want to work. And they don't want to do these jobs. So foreigners, we need huge number of factory workers also in Korea. Now it's 500,000, but we need more. We need 1.2 million more. All factories in Korea now, not working 100% because of this problem. Now, we need Korean government, Korean society needs also 1.5 million more factory workers. This is one issue. What I want to do in Korea with GBA, especially for startups and for foreign traders and expats, life is very hard in Korea. Establishing a company is a big problem. You have to bring a huge money, like at least $100,000 to $300,000. You have to bring some seed money, investment money from your country, then you can take a visa in Korea. As a company owner visa, investment visa, exactly.
Okay.
I always make complaint for this one. Also last week there was a meeting with Vice Minister of Interior. I also mentioned about this one. Why we ask this money to people? And also we have to rent a car, rent a home in Korea. Also we need an office in Korea. Otherwise they don't give you visa to us. So these numbers is increasing. Starting in a small business even in Korea is expensive. You have to bring huge money from your country. $100,000 is not a small money. 300,000 is like for personal company. They ask 300,000 US dollar. You have to bring from your country. This is not an easy number. And second one, for the startups, Korean government, every city, every crew offices, they have sponsorship. They have some support for startups, but only for Korean. All Korean startups are very lucky. They give them offices, they give them some seed money, investing money. Some of them also giving some like supporting money. But when I mention about the foreign and global startup, they say, "Oh, 있어요?" It means is there? Is there global startup in Korea? I said, yes, there is, and a huge number, and they need some help. We have many elite people in this country, beautiful people, beautiful countries people came to Korea, and they have very smart idea, smart project, but they need support. They need offices, they need seed money, they need mentoring, they need also coaching, they need also connect them with the investors. But unfortunately, we don't have this one in this country. It's very surprised. Maybe some people they don't believe this one, but this is the reality in Korea. Unfortunately, the global startups in Korea, I mean the foreigners who has a business plan for startup, they don't have any help from the Korean government side. So I'm trying to create atmosphere about this issue and also the facility. This is number 2. And last one, number 3 is for the global business people, and also when we establish a company, when we start to do something important export, we don't have some issues in Korea. The tax issue, the visa issue should be get more easier than now. Now it's very hard. Can you imagine in England, if you live in London, if you say them, I want to open a company in this country, in 2 or 3 days, they prepare your ID card, they give you a visa, and $5,000 is enough to start everything in there. In London, same situation in Korea, we have to bring at least minimum $100,000 US to $300,000. So my dream, my plan, first of all, as an expat people, as a startup people, and also for the entrepreneurs, how we can create business easily in this country. And Korea needs us as a global business people, because we are representing our countries. If they want to buy something from Turkey or Ethiopia or other country, we are here in Korea. No need to go far. If they want to sell something, also we are here. We will help them easily. So that's why we are now created a GBA, Global Business Alliance. The global business people who are living in Korea now became one from 68 countries. We are making very good networking each other. In my life, you are the first entrepreneur in my life from Ethiopia. As a businessman, first of all I met you because of GBA. But we live in Korea. This is the beauty of GBA. So I want to help foreigners to influence and get success in Korea. Not after very hard time. Some people they do very big effort. At the end, maybe the light is seen in there, but they give up because they did a lot. They tried maybe many years, maybe on the one stage, one step left, but they give up because they are tired. So we have to support each other in this country. Not only for our society, also for Korean society. We are together here. We live together in this country. Only the faces are different maybe, but our mind, our heart is all together.
Yeah, really. I know that as a GPA, really, you are doing great in this. I have a question. I observe that, especially, Korea is. I have really positive things for Korea, even if before. I observe that a new government. Maybe you can add on that. I know you are there in inaugural ceremony and so on. There is a new plan now. This company also, GPA plays a great role. So I observe that now a new privilege, a new way. So is there any kind of change? Do you observe from current government according to multiculturalism and so on?
Yes, I think the new government has many plans for globalization, multiculturalism also. And last week they invited GBA to a very important meeting. The Vice Minister of Interior, and also immigration people were there. Also, Minister of Justice people also were in that meeting. So the issue was about the problems of the foreigners. And they asked me, Mr. Sinan, what is your recommendation? Well, how can we help to you? So this is beautiful thing. This is only starting because government just started last May, only just 5 months. They have now started, very new.
You were there on the inaugural ceremony.
Yes, we were there. And also the president also has a big interest for the global community, other countries. And also Minister of Foreign Affairs is our very close brother, Mr. Park Jin. He is one of our advisory committee member of GBA in the beginning, 3 years ago. At that time he was not a minister, but only parliament member. He loves GBA and he knows also the issue of the GBA. Last year we invited him. At that time he was only congressman, like as a parliament man. He came to GBA and also he gave a lecture to us. Last year, May. I think May or April, he came and also he introduced about parliament and what is he doing. And he has a big interest to GBA also. We are planning to also visit him soon because he was very busy after election, So the new government, I'm very hopeful about the new government strategies for the global people in Korea.
Really, we are on the way of finalizing our interview. Mr. Sinan, really, I have, even if in my interview question, really we see that this talent, this experience, this knowledge, this kindness, and so on. So you are doing great in this land, even if in your country also. Do you have any dream? For example, entrepreneurship, economical aspect. It is your subject area. It is in your heart. It is your dream. In my opinion, really, I thought that you are so young. If you wish to, I know there is everything is okay for you. So, do you have any dream to be as minister or what do I do? Yeah. I thought you can support. Your service will be more increased.
Actually, I'm taking some pushing from the politics side. From the last 2 elections, some people just came to me and they asked me to become a parliament because I'm Korean passport. So they said they need me in the National Assembly as a parliament representing for the foreigners, foreign society. Politics is a little hard issue. I'm just in the middle now. I cannot say that I don't want to do politics, but I cannot say that yes, my plan is become a parliament or minister. I cannot say this one, but I'm in the middle side. My issue is this one. I really want to help Korea. I love this country because this country made me a businessman. This country made me a rich person. And this country taught me a lot of things in 25 years. So I feel like a big responsibility to Korea. Honestly, I feel a big responsibility to Korea. I have to pay something to bank. I have to pay my all issues, my all assets, my all knowledge back to the Korea. Not only for Korean people, also the foreigners who are living in Korea. I want to help them. My dream is, I love human, because God created us. We are coming from the same factory. All of us from the same factory. We have to love each other. And each countries we have very politic problems and issues. Some countries are still fighting. There is a war also in some countries. I'm so sad. I was in Africa last 2 months. I visited a beautiful countries, also Morocco, and also Nigeria, and also Tunisia. It was my first trip to Africa actually. I was so happy. I stayed like 3 weeks. I love people. I love especially African people. And they are so nice and they have so beautiful mind. I see them, they need job, they need work. And they have a right to live nicely, as all of us, right? So I think in Korea we can create this nice atmosphere altogether, like peaceful world, peaceful environment, peaceful countries. So in GBA now 68 countries, we are so happy. Different nations, different religions, and different languages, and different colors. But we are under the roof of Korea first. The big roof is Korea roof, and in that roof, in that house, there is a small also roof. The name is GBA, and 68 countries people are living together, without any fighting, without any argument, without any just complaint, because we are living in this country. It's a peaceful. So my dream is starting this nice movement from Korea, a GBA movement, with business, culture exchange, and networking. Also, my dream is for the future, each countries can open GBA, and the name will be GBA Japan, maybe GBA China, GBA Ethiopia, GBA Turkey maybe. So each countries can create this kind of beautiful networking platform altogether, making business, making people nice and prosperity, peaceful, and at the same time also helping each other. When someone make money from the business, we have to also use that money for the people. In Africa we need many water well. People, they need water. Many villages still we don't have water, clean water, drinking water. So we have to help them. Some African countries, unfortunately, still we don't have schools in the villages, right? So if a businessman in Korea making big money, other people, everyone, we have this responsibility to help each other.
Really, I'm so surprised that today morning, one of my friends is living in USA. He's journalist. He's my friend. So I tell him today's, I tell about you, and so lastly, really, I say to him, maybe you can be, GBA US branch, really, I say to him.
GBA USA.
Yeah, we can, because really, I told him that today I will meet with you, we will discuss so many things.
This is the issue.
Yeah.
I couldn't see GBA, a kinds of GBA association in any country. I couldn't see. There isn't.
Yeah.
I shocked. I thought that maybe some countries they will have, but unfortunately until now, I couldn't see a type of GB association in other countries. So we can make it.
As this is a dream.
Yeah.
This GBA can be, as you say,
Global.
globally. You can open different based on these different branches. Before that, really, I'm finishing my question. You are traveling a lot of places. You meet different organizations, NGOs, and so many government bodies and so on. When you go to Africa, you will see. When you go to Morocco, Tunisia, you will see a lot of things. So, based on GBA, Do you have any message for them? For really for these big institutions? GBA is not easy. GBA is very big institution. No? It's doing collaboratively with different embassies and so on. So, do you have any message for big organization? It can be leaders, political leaders, and so on.
Okay, thank you. Yes, first of all, Korea, you know, in USA there is United Nations, UN. 193 countries are the member of UN, United Nations. And 5 countries also has a big role there. Their vote is very important. Who are those countries? I just make a research. One of them is China, another one is Russia, USA, Germany. I think the fifth is maybe France or maybe England. Anyway, one of them. So I thought about them, why Korea is not there? Why Korea is not in that top 5 countries? Because United Nations has a big role, right? For whole everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And their role is very important. Their speech is very important. You know, can you imagine some countries has a big historical problems. Some countries has a big like democratic problems. I don't want to give the name, but some countries the history is also very black and dirty. Some countries the government system is not very democratic one, like kind of dictatorial, and those countries are managing and directing to the United Nations future. I'm not agree with this one. I'm not agree. Especially decision maker country, one of them should be Korea. Because Korea doesn't have any historical problem.
Yes.
Korea doesn't have any enemy.
Yes.
Democratic country, developed country, peaceful country. So I just want to invite all politicians, all business people to concentrate on Korea, to know and learn many things from Korea. Prosecution officers, you know, all laws and all the rules in Korea, beautiful for everyone. So please, no need to fight each other. If you love your country, please concentrate about democracy. Please try to set up developing about your country. Not in 1 day, 2 days, it can happen. We need some time. But please don't care all the money for your person. Just love your country people and teach them, send them school, make them schools and open schools to them, right? And especially for that Semal Undong, the new village movement is very important issue. I strongly recommend to all African brothers and sisters to learn about this one. Don't buy always something from Korea. Don't sell on the item. Also, please try to learn something from Korea. There is a nice sentences, you know. Don't give fish to someone all the time. Teach him the fishing, right? Teach him to fishing, how to fish, and he can live himself. Same thing. Don't take something from Korea, buy or sell. That is, of course, we need for business. But at the same time, please concentrate on Korea. Please come to this country, learn about other things, what they do, and how this country became that much and in this level, perfect country. I think the future of many emerging countries, the medicine of many emerging countries, economically, socially, all issues, Korea has a big role. Korea has a big potential. We have to come to this country and we have to study about Korea.
Before I go to the family question, I have seen a picture of you with Ban Ki-moon.
Ah, yeah.
yeah. Could you remind us that you go here?
Yeah, there was an event, I think, before it was Corona, I think, before Corona.
Yeah.
I got also invitation, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, you know, ex-Secretary General of United Nations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the same event, and then the people who are invited me just say, okay, let's introduce Mr. Ban Ki-moon.
That's why we said we will influential.
Yeah.
Okay.
And thank you. And he just make a nice hospital to us. And also he sent a message to GBA opening ceremony.
Really?
Yeah, and because we did it 2019,
Okay.
he couldn't come because same day, GBA opening ceremony,
Yeah.
same day, there was a big event in Busan. The Pacific Asia countries president came to Korea to Busan.
Okay.
Yeah, so same day, same time, there was a big event. So that's why Prime Minister, many ministers, and also Mr. Ban Ki-moon, they went to Busan. They couldn't come.
Okay.
So Mr. Ban Ki-moon sent us a congratulation message to our opening ceremony.
Wow, it's great. Mr. Sinan, before, lastly I will give you, if I didn't mention anything, I will give you the floor to address any remaining points. But before that, really, I will give you the chance to family issue. as we said earlier, you know, you are busy, maybe sometimes, you know, you couldn't give more time for them. But could you introduce your family and, you know, you can say,
Okay.
you know, send your message.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so lucky and happy man with my family, and also I feel very sorry to them because my busy schedule. Sometimes my son, the last one, number 3, asking me what time today you come home. Oh, that question is, you know, making me very sad. You know, and today also is Saturday.
Yeah.
September, I mean last month, I decided to take off on Saturdays.
Okay.
It means last I think 20 years I work on also Saturdays as a marathon, you know, like a marathon running.
Yeah.
So what I decided to make, every Saturday, I will not work full day, maybe 1 or 2 meetings, and I will spend some time with my family, because only Sunday is not enough. One day is not enough for the family. Okay, my wife is Korean. She's originally from Busan city, the second biggest city in Korea. She's a pharmacist from the Chungan University. Now she's a housewife. She doesn't want to work outside. She's just taking care about the children. We have 3 children, son, daughter, and son.
Okay. Can you mention their names?
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah. Okay. Because we are like multicultural family, my kids are like half Korean, half Turkish. So I gave them names, the name that also which is in also Korea, also in Turkey. So their names are also very common name for both countries.
Wow.
So my first son is he is now 20 years old, university student. He's studying in England, London. Second grade, now he became third. His name is Jihan.
Okay.
Jihan is 20 years old, and second one is Mina. Mina is she's in Turkey.
Okay.
She's coming back now. She was for vacation. Now she's on the way. She's coming today back to Korea.
Okay.
She just finished university. High school.
Okay.
She's 19. Only 15 months with brother, and she will study in Australia, Melbourne, Monash University. She will go there. And number 3 is Ilhan. Ilhan is 11 years old.
Okay.
He's studying now with elementary school. There's a international school here. He's studying now. So Jihan, Mina, and Ilhan is our family. She is Nur, Aslı Nur. It's a Turkish name. Aslı, but Korean name is Mijong.
Okay.
Yeah. She's very busy because of 3 children, many issues. Yeah.
Thank you, really, thank you very much. My last question, if we, you know, if you have any additional message, you know, if we miss and something, so what do you say?
Thank you so much for this nice opportunity.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to also know you personally. Also, your work always big help for Korean also society and community, also the African society. Thank you so much. We need more activities. Also, we have to support your activities, I think. Africa has a big potential. 1.4 billion people are living population. And the birth ratio is very high in Africa. So in like 30 years, 2050, the population of Africa will be 2.6 billion people, almost like double. Very fast increasing, has a big potential. You have many national resources. I think we need strong bridges, like you and us, big bridge between these two countries and nations, African countries and Korea. Korea needs Africa, same African countries need also Korea. So our roles are very important as a bridge role. We have to show Korean people African potential, because they don't know enough about Africa. Always curious and afraid about Africa. Very far from here.
Even some of them, they, in Chinese and Koreans, that this area sometimes they count that Africa like one nation, Africa is a continent, there are 54 countries. This kind of,
Right.
We should do that,
So I think we need some time. I'm trying to introduce Africa, all Korean business people. I am also asking them invest in Africa, build your factory in Africa, good labor charge, not very expensive, very good location, logistically has a big potential, 54 countries, very near to European countries and Balkan countries, so has a big potential. So these are our roles actually. So each foreign entrepreneurs in Korea has a big mission as an ambassador. Like honorary ambassador, not like political ambassador, but we are like business ambassadors between the nations and between the countries. I'm so happy to know also personally you, and also your channel here, your effort. Thank you so much. And I'm always here to help and your work in Korea. And I'm very happy to also to visit last time to African countries, because I didn't know about details.
You will continue.
Yeah, continue. Yeah, exactly. I want to go to also your beautiful country, Ethiopia, because it has a big role in the history. Peaceful country, peaceful atmosphere from different religions people. You took to your country, you kept them, you helped them a lot. So especially Ethiopia has a big role in also history. Thank you so much for your opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Me too. Really, I'm so happy having you today. This is a beginning. So next time, if you have any kind of message, this channel and me, I'm available. Really, that's a point also. Really, I'm so volunteer to help to do you with together as you say. So really, we will work together. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Viewers, really, thank you very much for today's interview. We will come next time with another guest. Thank you, sir.